Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. I'm your host, Miss Camene, and this is Phone Call. This is a part 2. If you guys have not checked out part 1 of this open relationship topic, I'm telling you, please go back and see it now. We are going to start off with Goldy. She had a question for us, for the fellas, and here we go.
So my question was, since men tend to like open relationships, what if you're the woman, or speaking to the gentleman here, if you're down with the open relationship factor, and she says, well, I don't want to sleep with anyone. I just want someone that'll be open to share their finances with me. Would you be okay with that?
What is that? How does that make sense? What do you mean?
It makes sense. Meaning I'm going to give me a sugar daddy and not share the sugar.
So you're going to find someone not to have sex with, but someone who just showers you with gifts?
Yeah, and pays my bills and does things for me and takes me on trips and all those things.
That's fine. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Well, that's perfect.
If it's saving me money, yeah, go ahead. If you go to a bar and somebody buys you a couple drinks and you bring one back to me, let's go.
Oh, no. I didn't say I was bringing anything back to you, because you don't bring your sugar back to me when you go.
I mean, it depends. Do you want me to bring my sugar back to you?
No, you can keep that. That's not sugar. I have all the sugar. If you feel you need all that sweet and low, you go get that. But I'm fine with, what I have, but I'm not sharing.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I think it's all personal preference. If you don't want to share, you don't want to share. You don't want to be in an open relationship, don't be in one. But don't go tit for tat, or don't try to have some sort of revenge, or something to show him. What's the point?
No. If in fact you're negotiating, right? We're in the negotiation phase. That's basically how it goes. And we're like, hey, the guy's like, hey, I want to be in an open relationship. I feel that I'm gonna provide. We're gonna do all the lovey stuff together. But every once in a while, let's say every third Sunday, I just have the taste for Thai.
Right.
And so now she's like, well, that's funny you say that, because you know what? I have this guy that's been giving me money, and I felt kind of weird about, starting a new relationship. And this he pays for me for trips and my girl trips and all this stuff.
Okay. Go have fun.
I don't want to cut that off.
So you would feel comfortable? You would say, hey, let's go on the trip that he's paying for us together?
I'm super comfortable with me and whatever I'm doing. And I already know that whatever you choose next to run with, eventually you're going to come back to me. He's not going to give you everything that I could give you. You know what I'm saying? He might be able to give you more money, go for that.
So you're okay with the open relationship then? You like the idea, the fact of an open relationship. That's
open relationships work really good with me. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like the rules. I don't like the control. I don't like to be having somebody searching through my phone. What am I doing? Like, I don't got time for any of that drama. You know what I'm saying?
So that's crazy.
Be happy. You know what I'm saying? Whatever floats your boat, do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to continue doing me. If we're in a committed relationship, I'm going to be honest. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes things are going to happen that are out of my control, or somebody's going to come that's on my list. And if that happens, you know what I'm saying? I'm out. Yeah. Everybody should have a list, right? You have a list. Like, you might be in a relationship, but if Rihanna pull up, and she's like, let's go, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I'll be back.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? I'll be back.
We gonna share that.
Dang.
Exactly. And have your little fun, your little trip, whatever you need to do. Enjoy your life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna limit your happiness or what you're trying to do, but I don't want you to be limiting me or telling me, I can't go out with the fellas, or what I'm saying? I can't go down the street.
I think
I need freedom.
Yeah. Okay. So that explains why you like that, because I feel like for me, like, I like the idea of being in a relationship, and I like the idea of being secure. I think it would be so nerve-wracking if I was in a relationship with somebody that kind of like felt the way that you feel, and trying to like pull him to think the way that I do would be so exhausting. So I feel like from the beginning.
No, yeah, you have to find someone that's on your same
that's on the level. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I just feel like I can't lie to people, and I don't want to be responsible for someone's broken heart, or they're at home crying, and they're depressed, and they're blaming me, and they wasted their time and their life, and it's just too much pressure, and over I'm in charge of your happiness, and how you feel about you. That's just crazy. You should feel happy with you.
You know what, that kind of goes back to what I was saying in the very beginning, where I feel like the open relationship concept seems like it's good for people that have more of a fear-based approach to relationships. You're afraid of the pressure. You're afraid of the responsibility of monogamy.
I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of it.
Afraid, have a disdain towards it. Whatever words you want to use.
Yeah, there's no fear. It's not a fear of being monogamous. It's I don't want to be controlled, and I don't want to be in trouble. Like, I don't want, you know what I'm saying, somebody text me an ex or whatever. I don't want no issues. Like, whatever leads to a fight or argument, I don't want no part of that. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you think you're my new parent, you're tripping. You're going to tell me what the rules are in my house, you're tripping. You know what I'm saying? You can leave, but you're not going to tell me how to run my house, or, you know what I'm saying? It's just not going to happen. It's just never going to happen.
Which is why even calling it an open relationship is an oxymoron, because what you just described is everything absent of a relationship. In a relationship, there is a level of compromise. That's on your both
relationship. There's no absence in my relationships. My relationships are full. Like the women that love me and the women I love, they're complete relationship. We got no issues. You know what I'm saying? We're not afraid of nothing.
Hey, Sticks, let me finish, bro.
Say it again.
I said, let me finish real quick.
Okay, go ahead.
What I'm saying is, in a traditional relationship, a man and a woman come into it understanding that there's certain hurdles that they have to get over in the beginning to have the long-term ease and security and safety and things like that, right? And so those hurdles of, like you said, in the very beginning, they're all open relationships until they're not open anymore. Proving to each other that they're worth dropping whoever else might be in their DMs, that's a hurdle. Taking one person who's used to living alone with no kids, and then taking another person who's used to living as the only adult with 2 kids, figuring that out, that's another hurdle. And once they get past those hurdles, then they have kind of an easier road as life goes on, right? They come in understanding that those hurdles are going to be there. So maybe afraid or fear was the wrong word. And I'm not saying that your relationship lacks, but I know that one thing that I can depend on in a traditional relationship that I would not be able to depend on in another relationship is going to be, in some situation, my woman is going to choose me first. It sounds like the open relationship approach is more of a, if I'm not winning, I'm not with it. And I don't want to be in a relationship like that. I want to be in a relationship, and this is just me. I'm not the spokesperson for everybody. Well, but for me, I want to be in a relationship where there will be times where I have to choose her first, and I expect her to choose me when I need it. You know what I'm saying?
So this is what I was thinking. This was what I read. Remember, I Googled it for the open relationship. It's just sexual relations. It's not about what you need from them, nothing emotional. It's just when you are ready to drop them draws, period.
Exactly. Basically, you're just having sex outside of your relationship, which I think actually sparks better sex in your current relationship. Because I mean, I get tired of eating the same meal every night. If I'm eating chicken breast every night, Jesus Christ, I'm gonna be sick. I can't
do this.
I'm gonna have to chalk that one up. I'm gonna have to chalk that one up to just not having very good communication sexually. Like, I'm gonna be real with you, yo. The kind of sex that I have in my relationship.
Look at me.
With my woman that I trust, I know it's only mine. I know what's in our bedroom is way better than the kind of sex I would have with some chick that I don't really know, don't trust her, don't know what she's doing with her body. Like, I have a completely different attitude.
No, I get it. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? If there's no connection, you know, there's no erection. I get what you're saying. You have adventures in your sex life. That's all great. What I'm saying is, it still gets old. It still gets tired. It still gets boring. And nothing is better than a new flavor.
Well, I'm going to jump in real quick because you both have brought up 2 points that I've made previously, just before when we came back on this round. I did mention that, you know, everything's all good every other Sunday or whatever, every third Sunday, he goes out for Thai. So that is to your point, Sticks, that it is solely just about, you know, I don't want to have a home cooked meal. I just want something a little different.
Variety is the spice of life.
Actually, it's not. It's the ingredient to diarrhea. But the thing is no, people don't mix their alcohol. Why would you want to mix your women? But anyway, I digress.
And so, not on the same night. I mean, you can, but you know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, it's just, if I'm eating rice every night, I'm gonna get burnt. I'm gonna need some pasta.
You're right.
I'm gonna need something else.
Honey, why don't you a woman? You have to pick a woman that knows how to cook all flavors of food and everything that
Thank you. You
know, she's gonna role play being Asian.
It's not about role play.
She's gonna role play, you know what I'm saying, being Latina. I don't know what you're saying. Like, there's no way.
Maybe she can dress in a flamenco. I don't know.
No, you know what it is.
It spice up your sexual life. That's obvious. What I'm saying is, there's nothing like something new. I mean, that's
You're
why
right.
men
Chris
go on,
Rock
that's
said
why
it
men go
best.
on the hunt.
Chris
There's nothing
Rock said
like
it best. If you remember his stand-up bit where he's talking about new place word there, but he's talking about the new bottom part, okay, the new cookie, right? He's talking about new cookie, all these things. Nothing tops the new cookie, nothing beats that. But he said new cookie can't cook, new cookie ain't gonna take care of when you sick, new cookie is not gonna do all these things. So it's respectful.
That's right. That's why you only go out with the new cookie on the weekend. You come home to you're in home, you're in house.
Right.
Oh
Right.
my God.
And that's fine.
In-house.
And I understand any woman that is down for that, that's between, no, I'm saying it's fine. Any woman that's down for it, and that's why open relationships exist. Because I personally know people that are down for it. I'm in Atlanta. This is the land of the swinger, sweetheart. And I just be like, ooh, look at them swing. Oh Lord, right?
I mean, there's a lot of single women out there, right? That have children, right? They don't even want to be in relationships. They don't even want a man in the home. They don't want another man trying to raise their kid or telling them how to run their household. They already got that covered. They just looking for someone that's going to treat them right, treat them with respect, take them out, give them the necessary needs that they're looking for, and then, have some bomb ass sex, and then goodbye. That's what a lot of them are looking for.
Well,
So-
yes, good luck with them. I mean, that's fine. And for everyone, there's someone, and I get it. You know what I mean? And it's not yeah, it is cool. I feel like, float your boat, go ahead and, go all the way up to Mississippi, whatever you want to go do and whatever. But in my perspective, in my opinion, it's just not for me personally. It's one of those things where, I mean, I have a mindset that I will not share in public because who knows if my future husband's watching, and then he'll
That's
just
the after show.
But nonetheless, my thing is just if we're in this, we're in it. And if we're just dating, let's just date. I'm fine. I don't depend on you for my happiness. I don't depend on you for my finances. I need a partner. I want someone that's going to come in.
At all.
Yeah.
Like, why put a title on it at all? Like, if we just messing around and having fun every once in a while, then why call it an open relationship at all?
And I'm cool with that.
What I'm saying, you have your main relationship and it's open, so you have other sexual partners without the other person getting jealous, without breaking up, without destroying your current relationship.
Okay, so would you be okay with your woman or your rice saying, hey, today I feel like having salsa and I don't really want rice today. I don't want to deal with you.
I mean, it really depends, right? I mean, it really depends.
If it's your main girl that's at home.
Your main girl, yeah.
The main girl.
Well, just Angela was in this same situation, right? She explained that she was married and her husband was cheating out on her. So she was like, why don't we just make it open? So that way I'm not feeling no type of way. You can still have your fun. And, we don't destroy the relationship, destroy the family, and I'll go out and have my fun.
Yeah.
So he wasn't confident enough in himself to be okay with that deal. He didn't feel right sharing what he thought was his, even though he went out and, had his little cake.
But that's kind of what you were saying earlier, Sticks. You were saying that earlier, though. You would want to be the person that goes out and has this open relationship. But if you're with somebody else, you wouldn't be down with that. So that's exactly how it was in her relationship.
That's exactly how, you know what I'm saying? But at least he's being honest with what he wants, but he wasn't being honest with that from the beginning before he married her.
Right.
So,
I'm glad Sticks brought it back to Angela, because I actually wanted to address that situation. I think whether you're into open relationships or not, I think the circumstances that you presented it would probably turn most men off, because you were coming at it from a perspective of, we're broken and I need to replace you. You wanted to keep the benefits of the family.
She was missing that.
Hang on, let me finish my thought. I sat back. Hang on, let me finish my thought. You wanted to keep the structure of the family together and the security around the kids together. You want him to continue to play his role as a husband, and you continue to play your role as a wife while having extramarital sex and fun and all of those other things. But the reason why is because you weren't happy with him. Now, if it was, hey, we're in a happy marriage and I just want to spice things up with a little thing I met or whatever, and we're mutually benefiting, we love each other, we just want to have this cherry on top, that's much different than you're not meeting my needs, I'm not happy, you're not happy. So let's just keep having, your contribution to the family while I go out and get some auxiliary D.
And also my contribution to the family. I mean, nothing was going to change on my part.
Right. But exactly. But the thing is, like Goldy said earlier, your value is in your beauty and his is in his money, right? And so men show their love in general, men show their love by making their money only yours. And you show your love by making your body only his. So
No, not if
the
he's
same way,
nothing.
I'm saying in general, I'm not talking about the little, okay? In general, if you are my woman and you have exclusive access to my funds, that is my way of showing love to you. In return, you're returning that love by making sure your body is only mine. And the reason why it's built that way is because women can go out and have sex with whoever they want. Men have sex with who they're allowed to have sex with. We still have to get the approval of the woman.
Wait,
Yes.
okay, go ahead. Holly.
Goldy got some.
Go ahead, Angela. He's talking to you, girl, but oh, Jesus, I'm holding my head hurt.
Go ahead. You can go ahead. Go ahead.
So again, we have gone full circle. Oh, to equating a man's money to a woman's body. Oh my God.
Okay,
This is
let me,
awesome.
okay, well, look, let me elaborate on that.
Let me finish.
Okay.
No, you elaborated, sir. I got everything you said. I heard you. And you make a very, very good and strong point because a woman's beauty, because to what Stick said, he said a man goes by what a woman looks like. You know, man is about what he offers in stability. That is so natural and normal. The thing is that in 2022, men are trying to get away from women expecting money, expecting stability, because we are now out here doing it ourselves, but they still want the body, the body.
Yeah.
Let me make sure I understood that right. You said men are trying to get away from women expecting money from men?
Yeah, because you remember the list you went down, he has to make this amount of money, he has to be this tall. I need a man that's at least 6 feet tall, because I'm 6 feet tall. I can't speak for 5 foot 5.
Well, you make up a very small percentage of women who are actually over 5'6".
Right, but
you can want that.
I'm talking about me.
Yeah, you can want that. But if you 4'11" and you still saying you need a man that's 6 feet tall, it's like, for what?
Right.
Yeah.
Not
That's her preference. That's what she wants.
We're actually talking about the finances, right? Men are offended when a woman says he has to make money. He has to have this, he has to have that, right? He has to make this amount, he has to have a car, he has to be, because women.
I don't think men are offended.
Men are not offended by that. Men are offended by having that expectation on them. But when we see
that's the
a
same
woman that cooks, that wants to be nurturing or peaceful or be agreeable, it's a problem.
Well, no,
it's no problem being a
I'm
traditional man. But if we have that and we can't have traditional women, that's when it becomes a problem.
Okay, so I am a traditional woman, and however, I still have to date the men out here. Most of you are already in a relationship, and it's easy to have an opinion from the stands, right? But I'm out here in the game. And what I'm saying to you is that men are offended. Men are offended in the sense of a woman that needs a man that's, you know, making at least what I make or more, right? I need you to meet me somewhere, meet me not even halfway where I am. So it is an issue. Finances, if a woman says, well, I need X amount of money, or I want to do this or do that, I'm sorry, this braid is driving me crazy. Okay. Then they're like, oh, she's a gold digger. Or no, I don't ask anything of you that I would not do for myself. Where are you here to, what are you here for? You're here to increase my happiness. I already have it. So therefore, what I'm saying is that we are connecting money again to a woman's body. And I understand that women look for stability, men look for procreation. That's the natural instinct. However, when it comes to open relationships, you have to be able to balance. You have to be able to understand that what you're doing is emotionally hurting the person. In Angela's case, it affected her. And she wasn't doing it as a get back, but in all reality, she was like, well, why don't we open the playing field where we are both doing the same thing?
So she's just not there sitting being hurt. Right.
Right. The average man can't handle that. And it's because he knows that a woman can't just go smash and grab and dip. Women get connected. We are
not all women. I know plenty of women smash, dash, dip, give a thin neck, and keep it moving.
Well,
so you know, and that's you're right. I think that's the equality of men and women, right? Is that they have similar personalities on both sides. Some people, you know, are leaders. Some women are natural born leaders. You know, Camene, you know, you like to take the lead in your relationships, in your household. You like to run the show. And in a lot of, especially African-American households, that's how it's always been, because the male has been deemed weaker, demasculinized.
No, not this one. You're making a lot of assumptions, honey. You're making a lot of
I'm not making assumptions. I'm making.
He's not saying you, he's saying general.
Of what's happened in African-American relationships.
It is.
Now, you can look at American relationships and look at different. Open relationships is something Angela did not have. You know what I'm saying? So you say that, you know, that hurt her, but that's the open relationship didn't hurt her. Not having the open relationship or knowing about that's the man's desire from the beginning is what hurt her. She thought she was in a monogamous marriage, and every time he cheated on her, she got hurt so much that she had to detach herself from her relationship. And then that opened the idea that she should maybe search for some nurturing or love somewhere else. And maybe he would be cool with that to keep the family together. So she went to an open relationship as the last.
Okay, wait. Hold on.
Angela, did you choose and present this to him because it was a get back, or because you wanted him to have what he wanted and we're just going to keep the family, but you also wanted the opportunity to be fulfilled romantically? Or what was your real purpose?
The real purpose was hoping that it would actually cause him to stop, like open his eyes, like, well, I don't want that to happen to me, so maybe I will stop doing what I'm doing. But I was also really just open to it because I was, like I said, I was checking out of it, emotionally checked out. Like I was just like, okay, we have these children, we've been together for all these years, like are we really just gonna throw it away, or we're just gonna like suck it up and try to make it work for these next years, to keep our family intact. So really it was a last resort type of thing. It could have went either way, but it wasn't approved, so it didn't go anywhere.
I know that's the thing. So what stopped him from just doing it since he was still doing it? What stopped? He set the precedent to make it an open relationship because he was open.
We assume that she didn't do it?
Huh?
That's the assumption.
We assume that she didn't do it now?
I'm
It
done.
wasn't approved. She just did that sneaky link. She was like, okay.
I mean, really, honestly, though, after some time, so the conclusion of that was, okay, I'm going to stop, right? And he probably did stop for a while, but then, I mean, it was just, I don't know if it was just an addiction. I don't know what it was, what it had become, but we did get married really young. We had a family super young. So I think that he still had a lot of exploring to do, if you want to give that excuse. Yeah. So maybe that's why he really couldn't stay away from it, but he didn't want to let go of his family either. So he just wanted both. Yes. But after a certain point, because I was already at that breaking point of where I wanted to check out of it, I did.
Boom.
Yeah, exactly.
Boom. So you were in an open relationship.
I did partake, but when that all blew up, it wasn't as easy as, okay, this is open relationship. It wasn't just titled an open relationship all of a sudden. It was like, how dare you?
I have a question.
Exactly. That wasn't an open relationship, because it was a mutual agreement. They was cheating.
Okay, wait, no, I have a question. So since that all happened, do you feel like now that you're single, to go back into another relationship, that you would present this to your potential partner or the person you're talking to? Or do you think that you would just,
no, I don't think I would. It's not my preference. Mm-hmm. I don't want it. I wouldn't look for it again. It was, like I said, it was a last resort. And then in the end, it didn't even become that. It really became two people that cheated on each other. Yeah. And then we ultimately divorced. So no, I don't recommend it. It's not my lifestyle. Yeah. But I was open to it at that point. But that was so long ago. Dating now, like Six said, I think he said when a man like really strongly pursues a woman, sometimes they're like, oh, okay, we're gonna be in a relationship, and then a woman might like back up. I feel like I'm kind of in that space. I've been in that space for a little while now. I don't know if it's from trauma of going through that marriage and just a really crazy, relationship. But yeah, I think if I find the right guy, maybe I'll be open to it, but not open relationship. Just I would probably not run away from it. Right now, I feel like I'm running from it, no matter what it entails. I feel like it kind of pushes me away.
Right. No matter if they have enough money or they check off the other boxes you're looking for, it's still like, oh yeah.
Something about it. I don't know why. I just can't. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not all the way open to it, I guess.
So your openness to the idea of an open relationship was 100% based on being unhappy in your marriage, but also afraid of the repercussions of a divorce and the impact it will have on the kids and the breaking of that security, which goes back to what I was saying. If you peel the onion on a lot of these situations like this, it is based in some level of fear or avoidance of a consequence.
Okay, but Angela, let me ask you this question. Before you got married, if he approached you with the open relationship,
no way. Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. You were against it 100%, right?
Yeah. So I would never be open to that. I was very territorial. Now I feel like everything is for everyone. I don't even have that territorial feeling towards anyone at this point, just because of what I've experienced. Not within my marriage, just in the dating world in general. I feel like I feel like you said, everyone's in an open relationship until you're not. That's how I feel like this whole dating scene is. And it's like, do you want to take the risk of someone else presenting it as, okay, I'm looking for a relationship, but really they're signing you up for an open relationship that you did not really sign up for.
One-sided open, so it's
Yeah.
only one door.
One side.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one
one
side.
side.
Exactly.
Do you look at your former husband as somebody who didn't present the truth about who he was as a person?
Yeah.
And would you
But
have
we
liked
did
that
lose-
honesty? Would you have liked him to be, even though you wouldn't have chose it and went with him and married him, would you have liked that honesty from the beginning?
Yeah, I would prefer it. I would definitely like it to be open and honest up front. I think everyone should be like that, both sides.
Yeah.
And then you could do with it as you may. But no, I wouldn't have chosen, no matter how much money he made, because I mean, we had a really, really good life. You know, I had a really easy life. I still wouldn't have chosen it, because that's just a lot of trauma behind that. If you're not signed up for it.
Yeah.
Right. But if you're not prepared for it and you get blindsided, you feel, I would, if somebody cheated on me, I would feel hurt. I'd feel brokenhearted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you take that away, so you already know it's not cheating, he's just having sex with some random, female, the blow is not as heavy, because he's still coming home to you. He still loves you. The relationship is only with you.
No,
The
he
physical
would have to
relationship is
go.
only with
No
the other
relationship.
And that goes,
That's what you're signing up for.
that also
Then
goes
you
back to
signed
what I
up for
said, and that also goes back to what I said in the very beginning, that you get in with not so deep feelings to eliminate the possibility of getting really hurt when you get deceived. So you say you don't really care that much just so it doesn't hurt, right? Like everything that I said in the very beginning is coming out now.
Yeah, I
don't see it as being hurt less or pretending that you're not hurt. It's just, if you know already what the situation is, there's no reason to be hurt.
You're saying
There's
this
no
person
reason
doesn't
to
owe
be
me
hurt.
anything because I'm not giving him that.
Well, see, I'm gonna say this real quick. I'm of a strong mindset of, when you lie to me, you take away my options. You never know what I'm okay with, right? So we have people, men who are afraid of being straight up and honest.
That's who's the people who are afraid. The people entering a relationship trying to pretend they're monogamous, or that's what they
You're
want.
like,
Well, yeah. So to finish my thought, what I'm saying is that, they're afraid. They want to go out. They want to still do as you're describing, Sticks. Not everyone is such a stand-up guy as you are, right? They're going to sneakily do these things. They're going to portray, as you said, a monogamous relationship. In all reality, it's a one-side open door for them to sneak out, right? So, but if you were to come to me and I'm feeling like, oh, we're this, we're that, we're this, and we're that, and you would say, hey, so, before we go any further, I kind of have this thing. I'm like, oh God, okay. And they present that, then I have to make a decision. Versus when I find out you've been cheating, now I got to make a decision.
And you already
Pillow
invested
or-
3 years of your life. Yeah, that would suck.
yeah.
Like I said, the open relationship thing really seems to be focused on right here, right now, me. The convenience of it, the adventure of it, the sense of variety. Like you said, variety is the spice of life. That was how I
that's for me personally. So
I
my whole thing is,
I understand. But that was my argument in the beginning. And I think that if you care more about the future and the security and safety of being
more
one
about
person and
myself.
legacy.
I care about myself. And my
Yeah,
happiness.
we know.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be miserable. Why
No, I do have a
miserable
question though.
relationship?
So why not, since you said you have the girl at home, why not keep the girl at home and you guys just add somebody to the relationship?
We could do that too.
Yeah,
We
why
could
don't
do
you
that
just,
too, but
Now that's
some girls,
if you want to
girls
spice
are
it
into
up
that.
and you want to just add somebody,
some
Oh,
girls
you
are
mean
into
threesomes? You mean,
Yes.
Yeah.
spice it up,
Some
bring
girls
them
aren't
home.
into threesomes. Some girls rather you go with someone else separate, and they don't want to bring another girl in the
oh wow.
bedroom.
That's
You know
must
what
be
I'm
a
saying?
Cali.
So-
Who are these girls? No, it's not a Cali thing.
Oh,
It's
okay.
a Dallas thing
Like,
too.
out here,
It's a Dallas
they
thing.
be
for
bringing
sure.
water buffaloes and.
Honestly, what it is it's
What a
an
buffalo.
honesty thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not afraid to be rejected. I'm not afraid for the woman to say, you know what, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm gonna go elsewhere. Good. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want. That's the whole point. The whole point is there is no fear. I don't want to have problems. So I put all the cards on the table so that way she could make the decision. She could just say, you know what, I'm feeling you. I'm feeling this. Let's go. Or she's going to be like, no, I'm pump the brakes. I'm not effing with that. You know what I'm saying? And the only time I bring it up is when they try to close the deal. Because like I said, we all start in open relationships. She's down to date whoever she want to date till she catch feelings. Then she want to have a conversation with me. Now she wants to sit me down. She wants to make sure I'm not going out with no other girls, going to be with no one else, that I'm the only one giving the D to her the way, you know, and I'm not doing this with no one else. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing. You can't control what a person's reaction is going to be and how close their heart lives in the place that you reach in that act, right? So you can trigger the, as I say, flip that crazy button at any point in time. And whether you're in an open relationship, dating, or just smashing, they can do that. You know what I mean? I could tell you some stories.
Oh, yeah,
I'm like,
they can try. They can try. They can try to flip that crazy switch, but I know what you mean, because that's why it takes me 3 to 5 years to even think we're going to walk down the aisle, because I have to make sure I get past that nice representative of who you're pretending to be. You know what I'm saying? When we're dating,
I can.
you know what I'm saying? And to get to know who you really are. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing for me is I want a smooth relationship. I don't want to get married, have kids, and then get a divorce. I don't want to be a single parent. I don't want to raise kids out of wedlock. You know what I'm saying? I don't want these problems. I want people to look at our relationship and be envious. Like, man, I wish we were happy as they're happy. You know what I'm saying? And that's because I make sure and I vet all of my relationships to the fullest. And so I'm not gonna settle.
In your vetting, though, are you looking and vetting them based on who's okay with the open relationship, or are you just saying that this wait, let me finish my question, honey.
Okay, go ahead.
Go
ahead.
So what I'm saying is,
quick. Go ahead.
Yeah, are you saying that you're vetting them along those lines, or are you saying that you're okay with a relationship? That you're flexible. You can go open, you can stay closed, but it has to get to a certain point.
I'm flexible. The whole point is happiness. You know what I'm saying? My life needs to be filled with happiness, not drama, not fighting. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, I'm going to make all the major decisions that I want to make. You can make as many decisions as you want. You can have the free range, you know, pick the interior decorator, you know what I'm saying? What kind of, plants are in the back, where are we going to go eat, what movie we're going to watch, fine. But when I want to make a decision, that's the decision. It needs to be followed. I'm going to lead the relationship. If you can't handle it, you need to be Camene. I understand. You need to go find someone that's willing to deal with that type of relationship. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to find the best partner for me that's going to work with me and have a long lasting relationship. Sex is going to not last forever.
Well, did we just go back in time?
I was wondering where we were. I was like, oh.
I felt a little 50-ish there going on, but it's okay. 1950s, 40s.
Yeah.
No, what I'm saying is sex don't last forever. So when the sex ends and your sexual relationship slows down, are you guys still comfortable in a room together? Can you carry a conversation? Do you have the same interests? Like,
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. I'm telling you, being married 20 years, you just have to take charge and spice it up. I feel like it comes to a point, we get bored of a lot of things. You get bored of your kids not listening. There's a number of things I get bored of, but you want happiness all the time. That's not real. It's not, you're never going to find somebody that's happy 24/7. Oh my God.
Yeah, well, she's crazy.
What I'm saying is some people are very controlling, especially women. They like to control things. So when
and men aren't controlling, I'm done with this.
I gotta jump in, Sticks. Hold on, sweetheart. Do you realize the words that came out of your mouth?
Right? I don't think he heard himself. I can't.
You said that, you know, if you want to pick the pillows and the plants, I'm good with that. But as far as the other decisions, I'm gonna make those decisions.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. This is my team. If you on my team, if you're on Kobe's team, that's Kobe's team. You on LeBron's team, it's LeBron's team. If you're on my team, you're on my team.
I'm a potato,
but it's my team.
I don't know what to say to that, Sticks. I'm saying right now, like I thought I was a potato. Like in reality, honey, you keep saying my team. And you know, you're gonna make me go all the way back to the beginning in part 1 when I said, let's spend more time in therapy, because it sounds like there's a couple of things that you have a nice ideal, and you are who you are, and I take you as you are, like we're in church, honey. But your mindset, you were saying me and mine and me and what I'm gonna do and what she need to get with, and get with this campaign. No, that's not a real.
It is. If you want a 50-50 relationship, you're going nowhere. You're gonna be in a tug of war. Somebody has to be the leader.
No, it's 80-20. However, it's all about 80-20.
See, that's what I'm saying. For you, it's 80-20. I'm more of a 51-49. I'm 51-49. But when
but listen to my 80-20 reason though. My 80-20 reason is that it's not all encompassing. There's a 80% that I'm going to be awesome at. And there's a 20 he's not. There's a 20 that I'm good at, and an 80 that he's good, that I'm not good at, or, vice versa. The point is that it is going to balance, and it has to be it will be a push and pull. It will be, okay, this is what we bring together and come together and bring. But if it's my
There can only
campaign
be
and my
one captain of the ship. There can only be
What?
one captain.
Can I
There's
jump in
only
real
one
quick?
captain of the ship.
Can I
Go
jump in
ahead.
for a
Go
second?
ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Sticks, in a previous conversation, and we were talking about motherhood and single moms in the dating world and all of that, you said that women are smarter than men. When I said
Oh,
that
yeah,
when I said that we are
I-
equal, when I said that men and women are equal in intelligence, you said women are smarter than men.
Women
So if
are
you really
way
believe
smarter than
that,
men.
then why wouldn't you want her to be a partner?
No, what I'm saying is she could be a partner. She could be co-captain. She could be the number one next in line, but
Okay.
I'm the captain. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to make the final decision
Oh, wait,
on
hold
what
on,
I
sorry,
need
guys,
to make
hold
the
on,
final
hold on,
decision
hold
on.
on. I have a phone call, hold on. Hello? Yeah. Okay. Okay, bye.
Sorry
I'm
about
so
that.
sorry, guys. That was my producer. And he said that we're gonna have to end this show, and I'm so sad. I'm like, we're gonna have to do it now. But I wanted to thank all of you guys for coming.